Yes. So this is a two-node installation. Okay.
Okay.
Two-node installation, and uh, the node 1 is rack 1, node 2 is rack 2.
Yes.
They are connected to the external disks, which are ASM1, ASM2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
So we have installed this nodes on VirtualBox, and each machine has a configuration like 3 GB RAM and 40 GB hard disks. And the mount points that we have created on each node is like, out of 40 GB of hard disk, we have divided the mount points to,
Yeah. Swap.
as you see there,
Yeah.
swap is 5000 /tmp
Root.
/root.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you are aware of the basic Linux administration, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
One
So
minute. Yeah.
what is swap? Can you tell me what is swap?
No, not exactly.
Okay. So the swap is also known as the virtual memory.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It is known as a virtual memory. Now, what it does is it will give more space for the physical RAM. Okay, it will give a more space for the physical RAM, and the RAM is for what? For the I/O activity, isn't it?
Okay.
It's for the I/O activity. So, if you want more and faster output, then you have to have a good RAM. The RAM, good space, considered it to be a fastest processing of the request what you have done, isn't it? So inside, what is happening in the RAM is all the transactions, okay, will be there in the RAM temporarily. Just like we have a cookies.
Yes.
When you visit any website for the first time, the cookies will be downloaded on your website, and when you visit the same website second time, it will upload the website from that cookies, not exactly going to that particular server and loading the pages. Okay. So there are two types of transactions that will store in the RAM. Okay. Most recently used transaction and the least recently used transactions. Okay. MRUs and LRUs. Okay. So this virtual RAM or swap space will be given from the hard disk space. As you see, our size of the hard disk is 40 GB, and we have given 5 GB for the swap.
Okay.
So what will happen in the case of high request, or you can say when there is a need for the system to submit more requests, okay, then the least recently used transactions will be moved to swap space. Okay. Will be moved to swap space, and you will have enough room for the MRUs, most recently used transactions.
This is a virtual memory, right? Virtual RAM.
Virtual RAM, yes. Swap is nothing but the virtual RAM.
Okay.
A hard disk space is acting like a RAM. Okay. So this is for the better performance we use RAM. Always the RAM swap should be given the double size of the RAM. For example, the RAM size is 3 GB. We have given it should be at least 6000 MB. So, but depending upon our necessity, we can give triple the size of the RAM also. Okay. All right. Next, we have configured our machines with the two IPs, public IP and private IPs. Okay. Public is for the outer access for all the users who will be connecting to these rack nodes via public IP. Normal users, okay, whether they may be connecting via SQL developer, they may be connecting via Toad, via browsers, whatever. They may be using any type of clients
Okay.
connecting to the database. They may be using an application to connect to the database. Okay, we don't bother about that. Okay, so all those clients will be connecting via these nodes, via public IP.
Okay.
Okay, and what is the private IP? The purpose of private IP is for the interconnectivity among the nodes.
Okay.
If one node fails, the other node will become active or will be available for the users without the users knowing what actually happened
Okay.
at the technical site.
Okay.
Okay, so this concept is also known as split brain. Okay,
Okay.
split brain. Split brain is a concept like when there is a failure in the one node. Okay, and on each node, there will be a individual instances running, like instance 1 and instance 2. So you know what is an instance, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the general definition of an instance is SGA plus
Background
background
process.
processes, right?
Yes.
So each instance will have the age name, like for example, rack 1 as an instance of 1 and rack 2 as an instance 2. But it doesn't mean we have a two different database. There will be a one single database
For each instance.
residing on the storage, okay, and we will be using the RAM to process out the requests.
Okay.
Okay, so for the interconnectivity, we'll be using in the real time. They use fiber optic cables and they use HBA cards. HBA cards are higher version of Ethernet card, more faster, compatible only with the fiber optic cables. Okay,
Okay.
so these are very expensive also, and yes, time efficient because it has more speed. So the purpose of using HBA card for the private connectivity is like switching over, and the failover should be very fast.
Okay.
Should be in seconds.
Okay.
Okay, that is why we are using faster medium of networking to without having any or minimal loss of any service. Okay, that is the purpose
Okay.
of using the optical fibers or HBA cards at the private networking level. All right.
Okay.
So each node or each virtual machine has a two network cards. One is Ethernet and another one is a fiber optic, which is nothing but the HBA card.
Okay.
All right. So scroll down.
That's all we noted. Yeah.
Then you have something called virtual IP and the scan IP. Okay. I will discuss what exactly it is when the time comes. Okay.
Sure.
Right now, for the installation of the rack, we have set up two different nodes, and it has which operating system it has?
Uh,
5 point.
5.4, I think.
Okay, scroll up, scroll up. Okay, write the operating system, Linux. So here, after the hardware configuration, two network cards, okay, then one points required for the Linux installation. In the bracket, after the Linux installation, in the bracket, you write here. Now one points required for the Linux installation, yes. In the bracket, you write Oracle Linux, Oracle Linux 5.8, 5.8, 64-bit. Okay. Now, how would you check what is the release at the OS level? Are you able to connect via Putty on these two machines?
I'm able to.
Okay. And yes, so you are also able to, yeah, connect from the host to guest. Okay, host is your laptop and the guest is your virtual machine. And the machine should also ping among themselves. Should be able to talk.
Okay.
Okay. So just check.
Connecting.
Now, what are you pinging? Now, first thing that you have to start from the rack one, always. Okay, always
Okay.
clear the screen. And first thing is like first start pinging the public IP.
Okay.
First ping the
This is
rack one
Putty.
itself.
This is Putty.
Yeah, ping rack one. What is the IP address for the rack one?
192.168.0.101.
Okay. Are you sure? 101?
Yeah, 101. We changed.
Okay. How would you check the IP address? How would you check?
IF
What's the command?
config. IF config.
Hmm. Enter. Go up. Yeah, ETH0, ETH1. ETH0 is how much?
101.
0.101. 1.101 is your private.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good. Okay, go ahead.
So do you want me to ping
So
the private
ping with
network?
your public IP, first ping to self.
Okay.
First ping to self in the sense ping 192.168.0.101. Okay, enter.
Mm-hmm.
Control C. Now ping rack 1.
This is rack 1. Oh, rack 1. Okay.
Rack 1. You are pinging with the alias name.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah. Now ping with the host name. Ping rack 1 dot sunmerge.com. Good. All right. So now ping to rack 2. Ping rack 2. Enter. Okay. So rack 2 is an unknown host.
Okay.
Ping 192.168 0 dot it's pinging. So there is some problem in the host file. It means there is some problem in the host file. Because of that, it is not pinging to the rack 2.
Okay.
I mean, with the alias name. But with the IP address, it is pinging.
Yeah.
Okay. Now try with the host name completely. Ping rack2 dot sunmerge.com. See, this also does not ping.
Yeah.
Okay. Now come with the to the rack 2. The public IP is over. Public IP is over. Now come to the rack 2 machine. Yeah. So now do the ping the rack 2 self, rack 2. It's not pinging self. Why?
Yeah, I
Ping
think
192.168.0.102.
yeah.
It is pinging now. Okay, now ping to the rack 1. Okay, now ping 192.168.0.101.
Sorry.
And all right. So, okay, now come to the rack 1 now. VI VI /etc /hosts. Enter. See, nothing is configured here. That's why it's not pinging. First thing that you have to make here is correct your host file. I don't know whether I have told you earlier. Okay.
No, we didn't discuss.
So you have to configure your host
Okay.
file so that both the nodes should be able to ping via public as well as with a private. With
Okay.
public as well as a private. Okay. So now first thing in the first line that you see is 127.0.0.1.
Yeah,
What is that IP address, Naresh?
it's a local IP up
What
to.
do you know about that address?
It's a Ethernet.
Speak loud. Speak loud.
I think it's a Ethernet, local Ethernet for virtual
Yeah, it's
machine.
exactly. So it's a like pinging to your network card to check the functionality of your network card. Local host. It is called a local host.
Okay.
Okay. So we have to remove this line from the rack 1 to the rack 1. In the first line, remove the spot from the rack 1 after to the rack 1. Yes, exactly. And remove the second line.
Total second
You
line.
remove yeah, totally you remove the second line. All right. Host. Now come to the next line. Okay. And put a hash. Put a hash. Put a hash and write public IPs. Right, public IPs. Okay, for the public IPs here, you write the IP address of your rack 1 machine, 192.168.0.101. Then you write the host name, rack1 dot sunmarginal
Yeah.
dot com. Give a space, then you write the alias as a rack 1. In the second line, you write for the rack 2, 192.168.0.102.
168.0.102.
Hmm.
rack2 dot
Hmm.
sunedge.com.
Alias is rack 2. Okay. The next line, you write the private IPs, not private, private.
Is it right?
Yeah, rack1 hyphen priv someone.com.
Oh shit. Image.com. Two dash.
Okay. Next, you write the virtual IPs. The virtual IP should be in the octet of the public network.
Okay.
Okay. It should be in the series like 192.168.0. Okay.
92.168.
68.0. Then you say something like 11.
No, one is close.
So you write something called 11.
I think 11 is
11.
using the own local host. I mean the system host system.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we'll
Then
build
you
them to
write,
60 or something.
okay,
Mm.
give something like 60. Rack1 hyphen VIP. Good.
Sorry. 0 dot.
Yeah. 0.70. Write it. 0.70. Right.
Save.
Next you write,
Mhm.
yeah. Next you write something called scan IP, SCAN, scan. Give some space. Yeah. No, no. The next line. The next line. When it's very close now. Yeah. Scan IP. Right. Even the scan IPs should be in the public network.
Okay.
Okay. So it should be three IPs. We have to give three IPs at least. Okay.
Okay.
192.168.0 dot say 111. Then you write the rack hyphen scan. No, not right one. Not right one. Say rack hyphen scan dot sunmerge.com. And the alias would be rack hyphen scan. Okay. Next 0.222. Same rack hyphen scan. Okay, you write another IP 192.168.0.333.
Oh, can we put 333 also? We
Yeah,
should.
why not?
Oh, I thought it's until only 255.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, let's try. We see. I think you're right. 255. Let's say Can you give something like 11, 22, and 33? Okay, 11 is already occupied, right?
Yeah, I can
Alright.
give 95.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you give something like 91, 92, 93. 91, 92, 93. Mm-hmm. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Right. Now copy this, all these IPs, starting from the public IP and paste it in the rack tools host file.
Okay, first I'll put here.
Yeah, do the same thing for the rack 2 also. What you did for the rack 1.
Okay. Do you want me to save this file in rack 1?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, save this file and yeah. And one more thing that you have to do here is there is a host file on the Windows also.
Okay.
Okay. So go to the location.
System 32. Is it?
Yes, yes, yes. System 32 drivers, etc,
Oh, okay.
etc.
This one?
Yeah. You have to open this file as an administrator. First, open the notepad as an administrator.
Uh,
First, open the notepad as an administrator. Or from the notepad itself, you try to open that
it will
file.
open, yeah. It will open.
It will open, but the thing is, you should be able to edit this file.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now you paste that thing, the paste all the IPs here. And just keep only public IPs and remove the private IPs.
Okay.
Private IP, virtual IP, scan IP, remove all these things.
Okay. It's fine.
See, yeah, fine. See if you're able to save this, fine. Okay. Now, from the host machine, to open the command prompt, open the command prompt. Okay. And first try to ping with the alias rack1, ping rack1. Ping rack1. It's not pinging. That means the host file has been not saved actually.
Okay. Let me see one more time.
Yeah,
It's saved.
saved now.
Mm, yeah. Let me try one more time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's pinging now. It's pinging.
Mm.
Try for the rack2 also, and try with the host name.
It's working.
It's working, no?
Yeah.
Good. Now you try to ping among the nodes from the putty. Okay. You should ping for first public, then private. And
Yeah.
virtual IP and the scan IP shouldn't be pinging.
Okay.
Shouldn't be.
Ping rack one dot subnet. Yeah, the host name rack 1 and rack 2 is pinging, and
Mhm.
alias is also fine. And then
Ping is the private also. Rack one hyphen priv.
okay,
Okay, you should also ping. Okay. Rack one hyphen priv. Rack one hyphen priv dot sunrise.com. So it's saying unknown host.
no. The problem is sunwedge.com.
So rack one hyphen priv is pinging. Sunrise.com is not pinging.
Let me see if I write something wrong.
Mhm.
Yeah, R I missing. So that's a problem.
Okay. Okay. Change it.
Yeah,
Change it and change it in on both the nodes.
yeah. Sunwedge. Yeah, just one thing I have to
Yeah.
change.
Change it on the both the nodes. I'm going to
It's pinging from. It's working fine.
oh, okay, fine. Because this is very, very important for the rack to installation, for the rack installation.
Okay.
Okay. The connectivity, the networking part should be perfect.
Okay.
Otherwise, it will give you the error.
Okay.
It will definitely give you the error. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So Next, what I will do is we have to make few things at the OS level. For example, we have to install the RPMs. You know what is RPMs?
Um, no.
RPMs, Red Hat Package Management.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
packages. These are the small packages that come along with an operating system, isn't it?
Okay.
And it will be in the DVD or in the ISO images.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so there are two methods through which you can apply the RPMs. One is the manual,
Okay.
other one is the automatic.
Okay.
Okay, the manual method is like RPM space hyphen IVH
RPM space.
hyphen IVH. Okay, this is the command to apply the RPM. And the automated method is yum, yum. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
yellow dog updater. So you write about the RPMs. Means Red Hat Package Management. Red Hat Package Management. Okay. Packages are a small piece of software. Packages are a small piece of software that can be applied at OS level. That can be applied at OS level. Present in, or come along. Present in or come along with DVD, or ISO image. ISO image. Okay. It can be applied via two methods. It can be applied via two methods. Manual and automatic. Manual and automatic. RPMs are also of two kinds, parent and child. Parent and child. While applying packages, while applying packages, if it identifies some child dependencies, first child RPM should be applied, then the parent RPM. First child RPM should be applied, then the parent RPM. Should be applied, then the parent RPM. Okay. With the manual method, we have to manually apply the RPMs. With the automated method or with the automatic method, child dependencies can be applied automatically. Okay. Yum can be configured. Yum. Yum means, first yum means, right, yellow dog updata. Yum means yellow dog updata.
Yellow doll?
Dog. Yellow dog, DOG dog updater. Okay. Yum means yum has, yum can be configured two ways: public repository and the private repository. Public repository and the private repository. ठीक है. To configure the public repository, we need license from Red Hat or Oracle. We need license from the Red Hat or the Oracle.
Yes, done.
Okay, we need license from the Red Hat or Oracle. Okay, and yeah, or something called ULN account, or something called ULN account. Capitals, in capitals you write ULN account.
What is ULN?
It's known as Unbreakable Linux.
Okay.
Okay. Unbreakable Linux. Unbreakable Linux.
Okay.
All right. Now, in the private repository, in the private repository, you install the RPMs will be recognized locally.
Sorry?
RPMs will be recognized locally. RPMs will be recognized locally. Okay. So easy method is the yum, configuring the yum and applying the RPM. The easy method is in the real time, they do it they configure yum and then apply the RPMs. Okay. The command for installing RPMs via RPM is RPM space -IVH, and the command for installing the RPMs via yum is like yum install, yum space install, and then the RPM. Yum install and the RPM. Okay. RPM space hyphen IVH. RPM space hyphen IVH. And then you give the name of the RPM there. Okay.
This for manual RPM.
This is manual, yes. First one is manual. The second one is the automatic.
Not.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Mhm.
So we'll go with the yum
Okay.
configuration now. Okay.
Mhm.
For that, first we have to make sure that your ISO image is mounted on your, okay, just listen first. Listen.
Okay.
Okay. It's mounted on your operating system. Okay. Okay. So uh, go to cd/media. Yeah, give a space after cd. Enter. Enter. ls. Hmm. See, whenever you mount a CD, DVD, or an ISO image, it will be mounted here in this
Okay.
location. Okay,
Okay.
and you will see some directory here. Since you don't see any directory, we have to mount it. Okay,
Okay.
it requires mounting.
Okay.
So go to the virtual box. Go to the virtual box and go to the settings. Rack 1 settings. Rack 1 settings. Okay, go to storage. Okay. Now you see there the controller IDE empty.
Yeah.
Empty. Yeah. Click on that. Empty. 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 Yeah. On the right side, you see the icon. Yes. Double click on that. Okay. Choose virtual disk. Choose virtual disk. And choose the ISO image where you have stored. Choose the ISO image.
5.8.
5.8. Right? I think we have installed on 5.8, no?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, click OK. And now you should be able to do it for the rack 2 also. Do it for the rack 2 also. Now it's check in the Putty ls. See,
Yeah.
now it is mounted, isn't it?
Yes.
Now go inside. Now we have to make one directory.
Okay.
We have to make one directory. mkdir both on the rack 1 and the rack 2. mkdir -p /u01 /rpms. Okay, enter. Enter. Do it on the rack 2 also.
Here I'm not seeing the media.
Okay, okay. You create the directory here also in the rack 2.
No, I didn't create. I went just to the media, but I did check the LS,
Okay,
but
no problem. No problem. You create the directory.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now you go to rack 2 in the virtual box and click on settings, storage. Okay. Now click on this ISO image and all right, remove that one. Okay, click on this icon. Click on this icon, CD icon. Yeah. Choose the disk. Yeah. Choose virtual disk. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Click OK. Now you check. Okay. Restart your rack 2 machine. INIT space 6. INIT space 6. Sometimes you might have to restart for you for the CD or DVD to be get recognized.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I just come back in 1 minute?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Um, Let me see rack 2.
Okay. Since you have put your CD as mounted, it has
Okay.
went to the installation screen. So you shut down your rack 2 machine. Shut
Okay.
down your rack 2 machine. Okay. Or click on devices on the top. Click on optical devices, optical drives. Okay. Uncheck this Linux as well. Uncheck and shut down. Force and mount. Force and mount. And shut down your virtual machine. And restart your virtual machine.
It's
Close,
asking.
close, close the virtual machine. Close from manually from the yeah.
Can I start it, or do you want me to change any
Yeah, you
settings?
can start. No, no, start the machine. So since rack one is configured properly, we'll go back to the rack one. Meanwhile, I will configure the yum there.
Okay.
Okay, try to configure yum there. Okay. Now go to cd/media and cdol56 cd/media.
We are in the media only.
Okay, cdol cdo tab 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 Okay, enter. ls. Go to cd image server.
Which one?
Go to
Server?
cd server, yeah, server. ls. Okay, copy all those RPMs to the directory that we have created. Okay, so how do we do that?
cp
cp
star.
star dot rpm space forward slash u01. Yeah,
That be all. Enter.
yeah, that's it. Yes, enter. All right. Now in the rack 2, log into the rack 2 machine.
Wrong password I enter. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now go back to this virtual machine, rack 2 virtual machine. Yeah. And remove this empty. Remove this empty. Controller. Go to controller. Controller. Oh, first one. Yeah. On the right side, you see an option to remove. No, no, the icon. You don't see that option.
No.
Oh, here. See the controller, you have this. Okay. 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 I think you have to. You gotta click on empty now. Click on empty again. Okay. Now you click on this ISO image icon. Choose virtual disk. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Put a check mark on live CD also. Let's see. Doesn't require, but let's see. Okay. Now you check if the CD is mounted.
Yeah. It's mounted.
No, no. Okay. Yeah. Now do the same thing that we are doing for the rack one. Okay. Now come back to the rack one and check if it has finished copying. Okay. All right. Now go to the virtual box rack one. Virtual box rack one. No, not into the settings.
Okay.
Not into the settings. It doesn't mean every time I will ask you to go to the settings. Okay. Go inside the rack one machine.
Okay. I'm in rack 1 right now.
Okay, now what you have to do, we will configure something called VNC. Okay, we
Okay.
are doing actually doing two things parallelly. One is configuring the YAM and one is configuring the VNC server. Okay, VNC server is just like your remote desktop in the Windows. Okay,
Okay.
you would like to see the desktop of your server at your cubicle, at your desktop, where you're sitting, because these servers will be in your data center, isn't it?
Yeah.
You will be accessing your servers remotely. Okay, and if you would like to see as the same as you are seeing now your desktop, then you have to configure the VNC. There are many tools, but mostly the VNC viewer is used. Okay,
Okay.
the VNC is also work as a network and client concept, server and client concept. Okay,
Okay.
so you have the VNC server on your Linux server, the services that has to be enabled, and you need a VNC viewer from the client machine to communicate to the server.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
Okay. First, we have to enable the VNC server services in the rack one as well as in the rack. All right.
Okay.
Now type VNC server.
I think we have configured this. I mean, I configured in this. Let me see. I'll show you.
Mhm.
Can I connect?
Yeah. Okay. Now the thing is, you are not getting the same display as you seeing directly on your desktop, isn't it?
Yeah.
The display is something else.
Okay.
So the display that you are seeing directly on your virtual machine
Okay.
is known as genome display. Okay, it's known as a
Genome.
genome display. So we have, if you wanted to get the genome display, you have to do some configurations.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, close this VNC viewer thing window. Go to the Google, go to Google and type X startup, X startup, all one word. X startup VNC viewer, startup VNC server. Genome, right? Genome. X startup VNC genome. Yeah, enter, enter. One second. Okay, go for the second one, second option. Hmm. And copy this link to your notepad. Wait a second, let the page to be uploaded. Yeah, scroll down to the page. Scroll down. Okay, so you have to do these settings.
Okay.
So that you have scrolled too much. to the step number 1 first. Okay. So now go back to the machine. I'll tell you. Go back to the machine. Now say ls space hyphen a. ls space hyphen a. Why do we use hyphen a?
More
Enter.
information.
Enter. Hyphen a is to
Hidden
see
file.
the hidden files.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So yeah, you see this .vnc folder. Go to cd.vnc folder. cd.vnc folder.
Okay.
Okay. ls.
Okay.
Okay. Do you see this x startup file? vi
Yeah.
x startup.
Okay.
All right. Now you have to uncomment these 2 lines. You know, unset and exec. Unset and exec. Uncomment. Just remove the hash. Here also, remove the hash. Okay. Now come down the last 2 lines, xterm and twm. Put the hash on those 2 lines. Okay. Now come to the exec, the line after the exec. The line after the exec. Go up. Go up. Yeah, exec, ex. Yeah. Next line. Come to the next line. Yeah. Here type genome hyphen genome. Don't give a space. Go back to that document. Go back to that document. See the 7th point. Genome hyphen session space ampere sign.
Okay.
Okay. Type this way. Genome hyphen session space ampere sign. And save this file and come out. Now you do the VNC server again. VNC server again. Right. Now you log in with this new port number 2.
Okay.
Okay. Do the same thing for the rack 2 also.
Okay.
First you check whether you are able to getting the genome display with your VNC viewer.
Okay.
Alright, so this is how you get it. This is the benefit. Okay. Now if you see the difference is in the virtual machine you have to press Control Alt to come out of this virtual machine. In the VNC viewer you don't have to.
Okay.
Okay? Alright. Now do the same thing for the rack 2 that we did for the rack 1.
Um,
Hmm. Open the new window for the VNC viewer. Continue. No, just ignore that error. No. So now you have the VNCs configured now. Okay.
Okay.
Next we'll configure. Start continuing with our RPM things. Okay. So I think now they are copied.
Okay.
Create, now the write the command create repo, create repo all one word space /u01 /rpm. Copy this command and paste it on the. So this will create a repository. Repository is like a container.
I'm not able to hear your voice clearly.
It's like a container. If repository is like the container.
Okay, create repo is the container.
It is
Okay.
like storing all the RPMs in that particular location.
Okay.
Enter. Do it for the rack tools.
So this is the process to install the RPMs.
Yes. We are to install the RPMs. We are configuring the yum first, so that if there is any dependencies in the RPMs, the yum will take care of it. Okay, we don't have to manually install the child dependencies first, and then we have to install the parent. The yum will take care of all the child dependencies required for the parent RPM.
Okay. So
For example,
yeah.
there is a RPM called A. I am trying to install RPM A or ABC, something like that. Okay. So when I try to install the RPM with the RPM space -IVX, is a manual method. It identifies that okay, the RPM to install this RPM ABC, I have to first install something called 123.
Okay.
In order to install the ABC, first we have to install the 123.
Okay.
So it will not go ahead.
Okay.
It will not. The RPM will not be installing. The ABC RPM will not be installed. It will stop unless and until we install the 123 RPM first. Then we have to come back again and install the ABC.
Okay.
If you are installing the RPM with the yum install ABC as a, then it will identify that okay, it requires the 123. So first it will install the 123 automatically, then it will come to the ABC.
Okay.
The
Then
process will not stop.
okay. Okay. Then what is the use of this RPM-IVH manual process?
So what is the use mean is if you want you can do that with the install the RPM with the RPM. You have an option. You can go for the RPM as well as you can your manual as well as the automatic.
Okay. I mean, in which context that will be more helpful than yum install, this automatic process.
Which context in the sense if the RPMs doesn't have any child dependencies, okay, okay, you can actually uh, earlier people used to use with RPM only.
Okay.
Okay, now after the the yum came, it's better and easy, right? The hectic process of installing the RPMs manually has
Okay.
been eradicated and made the job simpler. That's it.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, see, earlier you used to lock the car with the keys, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now the keys are coming automatic in with the laser thing. So you
Okay.
can lock the car from at some distance, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
So, but you can also do the manually as well as automatic. So you can't say that what is the use of manual and what is the use of automatic.
Okay.
Both are useful.
Okay.
Which way you want to use it, you can use it.
Okay.
You understand, man?
Yeah. Got it. So
So
without creating the, yeah.
I will send you some documents on Linux because I feel that you are not good in Linux.
Yeah. But I
Because
had.
this is a
Okay.
mandatory for you to have a good skills on the Linux. Okay,
Okay.
right.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So I will recommend you to first brush your skills on Linux.
Okay. Sure.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
parallelly and jump into the rack because rack is a huge concept, and if you're not good in this, and make a note. You first sit today and evaluate yourself that what are the things that you are lacking in the Linux and what are the things that you are lacking in the DBA part. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that we can do a refresh on that.
Okay.
Right? If you need any help in that, I can help you.
So if we don't create this repository, so what will happen directly if we give like yum
That's what
install?
I'm telling you. You first you apply the RPM to the manually. You should know by this time if you don't, since you don't know the Linux, you are asking these questions. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So manually first install the RPMs. Unless and until you install the RPMs, you do practicals, you'll not be able to understand.
Okay.
Okay. So first you apply the RPM. We'll see it practically. Let this process will get completed.
Okay.
So this is a prerequisite for the RAC and DBA, any DBA course. To do the prerequisite is the Linux and the SQL.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that is the prerequisite. If you are not good in that, then there is no use because your basic questions you are asking me in the RAC class.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I will send you one document.
Sure. Okay, this is done. Um,
Yeah, 1 second. I'll just send you one document.
okay.
You can pause the recording and the for this moment. So open the document.
Mm,
Yeah. How to configure him? Open the document.
okay.
Okay. So vi etc m.conf. Go vi etc m.conf. Go to rack 1 first. etc m.conf. Okay. Enter. Come to the last line. Come to the last line. Okay. Last line. Okay. And start writing those lines that you see in the screenshot. Okay. Same as it is.
This Oracle Linux 5.4, because this is Oracle Linux 5.
Now you can write 5.8. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can write.
Okay.
Yeah. Save this file and exit. Or copy first. You copy this so that you can go. Yeah. Do it on the rack too also.
Yes, that one is done.
Okay. Now the thing is now you have to apply the RPM. Now first check whether the yum is working or not. Okay. So rack 1. Go to rack 1.
Okay.
Okay. And type this command yum install ORACLE hyphen validated star star enter. Okay, you have done some mistake in the m.conf. Okay, that's why you
Okay.
system is not registered with the ULN account. Okay, can you
Hello. Hello?
Enter.
Hello?
Yeah. Can
Yeah.
you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Enter. Go. Just check. Just verify that you have uh, done the settings correctly.
Okay, I missed one. What is this base URL? Which one should I enter here? Hello? Hello?
Yes, Naresh. Can you
Uh,
hear me?
yeah. So here I have seen the base URL file. So which one should I enter in my case? The same one?
Same. Yeah, because the location is the same, right? U01 RPMS.
Yeah, but
This is the
I mean,
location where all the RPMs are stored.
okay, okay.
You have copied all the RPMs here in this location. Huh?
Yeah, but I mean, there are three forward slashes, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, three forward. It should be three forward slash. That's the way it should be written.
Yeah, does not update installed package.
Okay, so it has done. Last time when you were trying to do this, it was like you have configured the public repository. Okay,
Okay,
it was like you have configured the public repository. That's why it was trying to search the RPM from the repository of the Red Hat or the Oracle.
okay, mm-hmm.
Okay, in publicly via connecting via internet.
Okay,
Okay,
mm-hmm.
all right. So check in the RAC 2 also the same way. Make sure that you have written everything correctly.
Yeah, m install. Okay, it's done.
Okay, so, all right. Now, so we have configured the yum.
Okay,
Now, yeah, you can close this document, and we will continue tomorrow by installing the required RPMs for the for the rack installation.